The primary election is next Tuesday, and it could be a pivotal one in Colorado.
Democratic Socialists and MAGA Republicans are knocking off veteran incumbents across the country, and we could see big upsets here too. Your political reporter, Sean Boyd, is tracking the key races that could reshape the parties and the state.
This is the anti-establishment year. Many voters are tired of the status quo and willing to take a chance on an insurgent. While both parties have long wrestled with warring factions in their ranks, the ideological rift is on full display this year, especially among Democrats, as socialists test just how far left voters are willing to go. Republican Dick Wadhams and Democrat Mike Dino have a century of combined experience in Colorado politics, and they say 2026 will be a defining year for both major parties as they battle ideological wars from within.
We'll see if the Working Families Party, the Democratic Socialists, really do get more of a foothold.
Progressives' best hope may be Congressional District 1. Incumbent Diana DeGette is fending off challenges from CU Regent Wanda James and attorney Malat Quiros. Quiros, a Democratic Socialist endorsed by Bernie Sanders, is DeGette's most formidable challenge in 30 years.
I think there's a lot of younger voters that are looking for generational change and looking for ideological change. And I think it motivates them to be, more active politically.
But Dino says what motivates Democratic voters most is opposition to President Donald Trump.
President Trump, in some ways, is defining the Democratic Party, too.
Yes. It's defined by who is going to be more aggressive in thwarting his agenda and him personally. And, people are looking for angry candidates that match their anger.
On the flip side are MAGA Republicans looking for candidates who most support Trump's agenda. But Wadhams says unaffiliated voters tired of one-party rule could shake up the Republican primary for governor.
This is the first election, I think, in 10 years where I think voters really are worried about the future of our state, and they really are rejecting this absolute total Democratic control, and they don't like what they're seeing.
The race includes ministers and MAGA loyalists Victor Marks and State Representative Scott Bottoms, and mainstream Republican State Senator Barbara Kirkmeyer. Wadhams says if Marks or Bottoms win, it's game over for Republicans. Marks has said he has homicidal and suicidal thoughts and has killed people but won't say how many. Bottoms claims there's a pedophile ring at the Capitol without evidence.
Even though we have this outstanding candidate with Barb Kirkmeyer, those two guys make the Republican Party look stupid.
Wadhams and Dino agree Kirkmeyer will likely win the primary, but disagree about her chances in the general election.
Barb will come out of this primary, if she wins, like a slingshot, because she's been the underdog. People wrote her off a long time ago to Marks. So if she actually wins, I think there will be kind of some excitement about her.
I think it's going to be a huge wave in favor of the Democrats in Colorado.
The one exception, Dino says, is the Democratic primary for Attorney General. That includes 3 attorneys with vast legal experience and Secretary of State Jenna Griswold, who has worked for one law firm for roughly 1 year and represented only one client in court. If she wins, Dino says, there will be an exodus at the AG's office.
You're going to lose a lot of brain power, a lot of intellectual capacity. I do think that, people are very, very unsettled by the prospects of Jenna Griswold being the Attorney General.
If El Paso District Attorney Mike Allen is the Republican nominee, Dino predicts many Democrats will vote for him over Griswold.
There will be, I think, some allegiances that will cross over party lines.
While socialists are winning in deep blue pockets of the country, mainstream Democrats worry they will hurt candidates in swing districts where socialist policies aren't as popular. Congressional District 8, one of the swing districts that will decide control of the U.S. House. And Democrat Manny Rutinel has moderated his position on everything from a ban on fracking to his aversion to meat, deciding he's not a vegan after all. The other race to watch is Senator John Hickenlooper's. It will be telling if a socialist-leaning candidate like Julie Gonzalez can win statewide. Sean Boyd covering Colorado first.
Certainly a lot to watch for as we head to Tuesday. Right now, the Secretary of State's office says about 16% of the more than 4 million registered voters have turned in their ballots. You have until 7 p.m. on Tuesday to drop off your ballot or to vote in person. And we will have you covered on election night. Join us on our streaming service, CBS News Colorado, for live updates every half hour starting at 7 o'clock.